Today we're making French onion soup from the cookbook Lee Drummond's Dinnertime. So we're starting with a stick of butter in our skillet and letting that melt a little bit. And then we're going to add in 4 onions that I've already sliced up. Let the butter melt a little more here. Add the onion in. And you're going to want to let this cook for about 20 minutes until the onions are translucent and tender. So we'll do that and then we'll come back to you for the next step. Okay, so after 20 minutes, it's going to look something like this. You have a stick of butter in there and your 4 onions. So you're going to take it off the burner and put it in a 400-degree oven for an hour and let your onions continue cooking. And you're going to want to stir them a couple times during that hour time. So we'll do that and we'll come back to you. Okay, after they've been in the oven for an hour at 400 degrees, you'll take them out and they'll look like this. They're translucent, but they have some browning going on. And then you're going to add your wine to them. Okay, I've transferred it to a deeper pan. I have the onions in here. Now we're going to add a cup of wine, dry white wine. And I just bought some cheap wine at the grocery store that you could use in cooking. And you're going to cook this for about 5 minutes and let it reduce down a little bit before you add your chicken broth and beef broth. Okay, after about 5 minutes and the wine has reduced down, then you're going to add a quart of chicken broth. And a quart of beef broth. And then 4 or 5 dashes of Worcestershire sauce. I just put some in there. I didn't really measure it. And 2 cloves of garlic that you've minced up. Or that came minced, whichever. I just minced up a couple cloves of garlic. And then you're going to reduce the heat down to low and you're going to let this simmer for about 45 minutes. Okay, so after your soup has simmered on the stovetop for about 45 minutes, it's going to look like this. And you're going to ladle it into some bowls that are oven proof. And I have these here. So we're going to ladle it into the bowls. And then it's going to go under the broiler for 2 to 3 minutes after we get some bread and some cheese put on top. So you want to fill it about 3/4 full so you have enough room for your bread. And I just have a loaf of French bread that I got at the store that's already sliced. And then I have some Swiss cheese slices. You could also use Gruyere cheese on here. Okay, then I think I'm going to use 2 slices on these and just let them float in there. And then a couple slices of Swiss cheese. And then, like I said, these are going to go under the broiler for 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, so when it comes out of the oven, it's been in the broiler for about 2 minutes, not quite, and it looks like this. So you're ready to enjoy.